Hi everyone, Pablo here from Unique Japan. How are you? It's Christmas time, 2020, and rather than shooting in our freezing white room, I thought I'd get a little bit more cozy, although the fire is not quite on just yet, here in our living room in the UK. Now, I have a sword here that I'd love to show you. This sword has already been sold, so sorry it's not available, but it's such a gorgeous piece that it would be remiss of me to not share it with all you. And so without further ado, we'll get right into what I think is one of the most beautiful swords from the modern era by arguably the very finest smith post-Edo period. And that is, of course, Gassan Sadakazu. So this particular piece was crafted in the glasses. Was crafted in August 1908. So that's the 41st year of Meiji. And it was commissioned by a Colonel Takagi Renkichi, who has some ties to the Imperial family. And what he wanted to do, the task was quite clear for Gassan Sadakazu, and that was to create a recreation of a Nanki Shigekuni Wakizashi from the 1600s. Of course, the grandmaster Shigekuni. Now, that particular wakizashi had outrageous horimono, and that was really the task. The task here is a Sôshû den, so it's a Sôshû created sword. It doesn't have the ayasugi that you would see from other Gassan swords. This particular piece is all Sôshû. It's got full of, kintsugi and tsunagashi. It's just bubbling. I won't be able to show you here with the picture so much on the video because the lighting is not ideal for that. But the pictures that I'll have on this PDF are, will do it some justice. So now let me get to I'll start with the Sayagaki that was written by Gassan Sadayoshi, his great-grandson, and the current head of the Gassan family. Okay. So I'll start with, I'll start with here. So utsushi of a Nanki Shigekuni. It was crafted on a lucky day in August of the 41st, that's a Yonju Ichinen, so Meiji, the 41st year of Meiji, Hachigatsu, Kichi, Nichi, so this is a Kichijutsu, which is a lucky day, and the blade length of 42.7 centimeters. And this is Gassan Sadayoshi's, his mark, his signature, his stylized signature. But this other side is really quite special. Nihon Damashi, the soul of Japan. Okay, so this sword holds the soul of Japan. Crafted by Gassan Sadakazu at the age of 73. One of the last swords that he actually crafted. 73 years old. When you see the exquisiteness of this horimono, and you think this gentleman was 73 years old, crafting swords since he's 14 years old, is just 60 years. 60 years of know-how went into this particular sword. It's just bubbling with expertise. Okay, right here, Saiko Keisakunari, his greatest masterpiece. So, according to Gassan Sadayoshi, this is his Saiko Keisakunari, his greatest masterpiece. And you'll soon see why. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this sword. Now, the engraving is Kenmaki Ryu, which is a descending dragon and then ascending onto the sword. The detail of this engraving of this horimono is absolutely spectacular. The habaki as well. I think this is koke yasuri, which I think is made with kind of mercury. We made a habaki recently for a client. It's a gorgeous habaki, and it gives you a sense of the width of the sword too, right? Look how wide that habaki is. This is a nice, wide, strong piece. Spectacular. So we'll say goodbye to to the habaki for the moment. This is a cloth that you'll get with all sorts at Unique Japan. You know, we have a maintenance kit, and it comes with this beautiful 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter cloth that made in Germany. Beautiful piece of material. Now, let's take a look. Go over the descending dragon for now. Okay. Now look at this detail. What's kind of freaky is that dragon will be able to see you in any direction, and they give you a sense of the 3D work. Honestly, this engraving is, I mean, the Gassan body is famous. I mean, this is really at the pinnacle of engraving work. I mean, there's a risk of him going through the blade. It's so thickly chiseled. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the detail of the scales, the claws. Everything is like it comes alive. It's like it's alive. I mean, the sword feels alive. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Now, that was the dragon descending, okay? Now the dragon's descending in the depths, into the unknown, and that's the key to life. You go to the parts and places that scare you, and you confront that, and then you'll see the treasures that you will amass once you confront the things that you need to confront. Now here is the dragon ascending onto the blade, the sword, right? Lots of information in the PDF about this, but you've seen this horimono before on other blades, but not like this. Got a dragon there. Honestly, I've been looking at this it's been with me for a little while, and I'll be delivering it tomorrow in London and saying farewell to this piece, which it's been a great blessing to have in the house. You can actually see a little bit of the wavy sort of Go Mei Minare hamon pattern. I won't even try to get the light on it because it's not going to work, but it's just so alive. The sword is like electricity in your hands. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted to, now if somebody out there is interested in building and crafting a sword with the Gassan family, we have connections with Gassan Sadayoshi. In fact, we recently visited this. We picked up the sword from Gassan Sadayoshi's residence or his studio in Nara. So takes a while, a couple of years, but we can commission a piece from this family. And we can do engraving as well, or just maybe an Ayasugi hara, but it's all possible. There's the Nihon Damashi on the nakago, very well chiseled as well. Nakagos are important, you know. Good nakago speaks volumes to the quality of the swordsmith and the care and attention that they give to the sword. Not just the sword, but the nakago as well. Beautiful. I'll put it back in the shirasaya. So, yeah, I hope that was fun for you, because this is the most remarkable piece. I'm going to be posting this PDF online, and this booklet, by the way, is a printout of descriptions that we do, and we work hard on those PDF descriptions, as you all know. And whenever somebody acquires a sword from Unique Japan, we print out what you see on that PDF online, so that when you have your sword and you have friends and family over, you can look through the PDF and see some of the details to look through. I mean, you know, for example, Eric managed to take shots of the horimono so well. Eric really went, you know, the aliveness to the eyes, you know. So you'll see all this online. So anyway, thanks thanks very much for watching, and let's make 2021 a year to remember in a more positive way than 2020. We all got through it. It was a tough one, but we're stronger for it. And I just want to say thanks, especially to all those who've commented from the last Catalog 35. You've reached out and said thanks for making that. You know, it was a 239-page kind of grind, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I'll be, of course, continuing to build these catalogs and trying showcasing both the blades and also the fittings and tying that whole story together, because life's a story, and it's important for you to build your own as well. And I hope these swords provide that kind of inspiration for all of us to live just greater lives. All right, so take care now. All the best. Bye-bye.